my name is Rebecca Powers with SLCT, and here is what's happening in Sterling and Lancaster. There will be a Central Mass Lyme Conference May 21st at Worcester Technical High School. This event will explore Lyme and other tick-borne diseases. For more information or for tickets, contact Michelle Miller at centralmasslyme@gmail.com. The Wachusett Toastmasters number 7677 meet every Thursday at the Thayer Memorial Library from 7 to 8:30 p.m. This group helps people develop speaking and leadership skills. For more information, visit the library's website at www.thayermemoriallibrary.org. The new Sterling Senior Center will be open soon, and with the new space comes new programs being offered. Some of these events include beginner's French class, chair Pilates, journaling, and even an art studio, just to mention a few. If you're interested in these classes or just want to know what other classes the Senior Center offers, call 978-422-3032. The town of Sterling is seeking to sell the property at 19 Hardscrabble Road. Bid packages are available at Sterling Town Hall, located at 1 Park Street. All bids are due by May 19th. For more information, contact the town administrator at 978-422-3030.
I'm Lex Thomas, editor of Sterling Meeting House News, and I'm here with Patricia Thomas. She is the president of the plant sale and a member of the Sterling Garden Club, and we've got our wonderful plant sale that the entire community anticipates coming up. When's that happening, Pat?
That's going to be on Saturday, May 14th from 9 in the morning to 11:30. And at this sale, we have plants from our members' garden, so you know that they'll grow in Sterling beautifully. We have about 1,000 plants and shrubs, a couple of trees maybe this year, that everyone digs up for us. And we also have a raffle that has about 15 items on it, most plant related, but we also have Red Sox tickets.
Oh boy, that's always a very popular one. Now, where is the sale?
In the town common.
In the town common.
Right over here.
Can people still donate plants?
Oh, sure, yes.
Okay,
Yes,
how does one do that?
Would call me, 978-422-3566, and tell me that they'd like our members to come to their garden and do some digging if they want to donate them, or they can just bring them down to the sale in the morning between 7 and 8, and we'll set them up. We set everything up alphabetically by common names so people can find the plants easily that they're looking for, and we also give everyone coming in a list of plants that are our inventory, that are there for them to buy if they have a.
That's really helpful. It's a very organized way of doing it.
Yes, last year we did that for the first time, and the shoppers were thrilled.
Now, Pat, tell me a little bit about what happens to the proceeds from this sale.
Oh, yes, right. Well, it supports all our programs, and many of them are civic. We take care of course, the lamb and the planter at the common, and then Crazy Corners. We also support I think the Stillwater Farm on the corner of 62 and 140, do a vegetable farm garden there. But then we also have an educational enrichment committee where we're funding presently 3 programs at the schools. In Chocksett, they're building a garden with a rain barrel drip irrigation system that we helped fund, and that has a cooperative program with the 7th grade science class and cooking class.
Fantastic.
And then also in Houghton, we support a 2nd grade seed program that's presented by Audubon. So every child in the 2nd grade gets to learn all about seeds and how plants grow. And then new this year is Wachusett High School, their Envirothon, which is a program that 10 of the AP students participate in, and at certain topics. And so they go to a statewide competition in May, and their subject this year is plants that we don't want, invasive species. Species. So that's a very exciting program too. So we're doing the 3 things this year. So
fantastic.
That's why we keep making money, so that we can. The more we make, the more we can support.
Of course. So tell our viewers once again the date and the time.
It's Saturday, May 14, in the town common, rain or shine. We're all digging up all the plants out of our gardens right now. I've got about 50 of them in my yard right now.
Fantastic.
And from 9 to 11:30, and the raffle, we're going to have the raffle, and the raffle is drawn at 10:45.
Very good.
So please
And
come.
if it's anything like the Christmas, the holiday sale,
Yes.
you've got lineups and
Right.
lots and lots of people
Right, at
come,
9
so it's
o'clock
just
we line up,
fantastic.
we don't let anybody in early, and
Sure,
so they come in
yeah.
right there, and so first come, first serve, you get your choice.
Well, it's a wonderful, wonderful project, and I think we should all do a sun dance rather than a
Right,
rain
that's
dance,
right.
and just hope
Yeah.
for good weather. But as you say, rain or shine.
Right.
So,
The last 2 years we've had the rain, and particularly last year, torrential rain from 6 o'clock when we're setting up, from 6 to
Right.
just about 8 when it stopped. So
Sure.
it seems to rain. The last 2 years it's rained on us before the sale and then stopped. So somebody's looking after us.
So I think it's and it's time then I think for an absolutely beautiful day.
Yes.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much, Pat,
Well, you're
and
welcome so much.
congratulations on having another wonderfully organized event.
Thank you.
And good luck with it.
Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
I'm Lex Thomas, editor of Sterling Meeting House News, and I'm here today with Sterling Town Clerk Don McConowitz. Don, very, very busy time of the year for you. We're heading into a town election. When's that happening, and tell us about it.
Yes, it is a busy time. This is when all the local residents and voters can get involved in their local politics, come in and vote on Monday, May the 9th at the Houghton School to vote for their favorite candidates. Get involved and come in. The polls open at 7 o'clock in the morning and they close at 8 p.m. that day. Again,
Excellent.
it's Monday, May the 9th, coming up soon.
Now, tell me about absentee ballots. What about folks that aren't going to be here or that for any reason are unavailable that day? What happens?
Sure, if a person cannot make it that day for the election, they certainly can come by the town clerk's office or give us a call at 978-422-8111 and ask for an absentee ballot request form, and then we will mail them the absentee ballot. They're in, so they can certainly do this right now. The deadline to request an absentee ballot, however, is Friday, May the 6th at 12 noon here at the clerk's office.
All right, so that's the deadline to request it. What about submitting it, sending it back?
Good
What's
question,
the deadline
Lex.
for that?
Yes, good question. So they can certainly mail back the ballots to us here at the clerk's office, and if for some reason the weekend comes really quickly, they can bring by the ballot to our office on Monday, May the 9th, or down to the polling place on Monday.
Very good. Now, I know that you've had a busy morning as well. I think that you were testing out voting machines. And tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, that's correct. Every time there's an election, we are required by state statute to test the voting machines to make sure that all of the ballots go through the machines correctly and properly and that are counted appropriately. So we've just completed that. So that's all been done. The machines are ready to go.
Fantastic. So very, very important day for our citizens, for our residents. Monday, May 9th for the town election. And remember to request your absentee ballot if that's what you require. And good luck with that. I know it's a very, very, there's a lot of stuff going on. So it keeps you hopping, you and your staff.
It is. It's wonderful, though.
Yeah.
Tell people, get involved.
Get
Come
out
vote.
and vote. Absolutely. Thank you, Dawn.
Thank you, Lex. Appreciate it.
The New England Amputee Association will be having a group meeting on May 10th at 6 p.m. in the Clinton Hospital. Special guest Carrie Sinkus will discuss proper use of assisted medical equipment. For more information, visit www.newenglandamputeeassociation.com. The Neshoba Community Partnership for Children presents the 18th Annual Children's Day Early Childhood Fair. This event will take place on May 7th at 10 a.m. at the Emerson School in Bolton. The fair will include music, entertainment, crafts, food, and more. The Sterling Garden Club will be hosting their annual plant sale on May 14th from 9 to 11:30 a.m. This event will take place on the Sterling Town Common and will include many different types of plants. For more information, contact Pat Thomas at pthomas1944@gmail.com. The Thayer Memorial Library will be hosting the event Where in Lancaster is Historic on May 14th at 11:30 a.m. and May 17th at 6:30 p.m. Attendees will have a special guided tour of Lancaster's Civil War Memorial. For more information, call 978-368-8928 extension 4.
I'm Lex Thomas, editor of Sterling Meeting House News, and I'm very, very pleased to be here today to talk about a special forum that is coming to Sterling that is presented by the Economic Development Committee here in town. And I have here with me the secretary of the committee, Roseanne Knapp.
Wow.
And I also have Chantel Fleck from the Montechusett Regional Planning Commission. She is their chief planner. And she has been working with the town and with the committee to put together a very special forum. So I'd like to start with you, Roseanne. I'd like to hear a little bit about what the Economic Development Committee is all about, what it does, what are its goals?
The Economic Development Committee was assigned by the Board of Selectmen and by a vote at the town meeting in November of 2012. And in that premise, the mission for the Economic Development Committee is to promote industrial, commercial, agriculture, business development, along with to provide the Board of Selectmen on economic development policy. And we will meet with the Sterling businesses and representatives for prospective businesses.
Now, why is the development of business important to any town, but let's talk specifically about Sterling? Why does it matter?
It matters because we are trying to maintain a tax rate, a tax base in the town, and the best way to do that, rather than have it all be on the taxpayer's back, is to promote business so that they can help pay the taxes in town.
So what happens if that tax base declines due to businesses closing down? What happens then?
The residents of the town pick up the slack.
Right, so it's to the advantage of the town
It is.
to make sure that we've got development. And in that direction, you are planning a forum to get people in the town, get our citizenry and our taxpayers involved. Tell me a little bit about the forum, and I don't know whichever one of you wants to
You take
field
that.
that. Chantel, do you want to talk about that?
Yes, the forum is planned for June 2nd. It's a Thursday at 6 p.m. at the Choxett Middle School in the cafeteria. I have been working with the EDC now for about a year and a half now. Really, it started with them wanting to analyze the Route 12 corridor to see the possible impediments to business development along the Route 12 corridor. This past December, we did finish a draft report, but a very important part that we need to get is input from the public and from public officials about the direction they'd like to see the town go in regards to doing any sort of zoning amendments and things of that nature that came from this report.
Now, I know that zoning is a really important component in this. Tell me and tell our viewers a little bit about that. Why does zoning matter? Why is it perhaps an impediment now? What is the problem?
Zoning can restrict certain types of uses in town. And, looking or taking a close look at your zoning to see if it's pro-development in some areas where, business development would be appropriate, like on a highway or Route 12, that sort of thing. It's something, it's a living, breathing document that you should always look at, and you should always look to update, because, the times change, and, what was popular 20 years ago, office buildings and things of that nature, well, things change. So now you're looking to more mid-size types of commercial or manufacturing. So you kind of have to stay on top of the development trends and, tweak your zoning as needed so that you're competitive with your neighbors, and you're bringing business into
Sure.
town.
Now, when you talk about the Route 12 corridor, what area here are we specifically talking about? Where does it begin? Where does it end?
Well, it begins in the northern part here, if I could show you, right here where Leominster is, and goes all the way to the border below here. And so, I mean, Route 12 runs right through your whole town.
Right.
So, I mean,
So it's an important artery. It's
Your-
the lifeblood of the town,
your
really.
town center is located on Route 12. I mean, so there are many different types of, characteristics along Route 12, that could be beneficial
Sure.
to, business development.
Now, insofar as the public forum, because we really do want to get as many of our townspeople out as possible, because you are really the ones that are going to determine and help determine what comes in. There, I see here light dinner and refreshments. That's always a
Always a
biggie.
good thing.
That's always very good thinking there.
Right.
And tell me, what can people, just very briefly, what will the layout of the event be? What can people expect to happen?
Oh, sure. Well, we're looking to do breakout groups of interested citizens, roughly between 8 to 10, 4 groups of people, to go through a series of questions, no more than really 4 questions, because plenty of people usually have a lot to say on those questions. We try to get to the very heart of the matter with those 4 questions. Each question's given about a half an hour to discuss. And then at the end of that breakout session, everyone comes back together and we go through each group's discussion topics that they thought were important to bring to the table with the overall discussion. And it's very important because that really does help us shape any future, zoning changes that could come from this. If the people are opposed to certain types of business development, we don't want to include it in any, potential changes.
Of course.
If there's a sentiment saying, no, we really
Sure.
don't want that, So that's really the point, because it's, this is people's town. We want them to take ownership of any
It's theirs.
changes
Of course.
that, that the EDC moves forward
Sure.
with,
And Roseanne, from the perspective of the EDC, what is your goal? What are you hoping to walk away from this event with?
We're hoping to get the citizenry and their support for this. We want to know what people want in the town. It's their chance to speak out and to be part of it, even in a small way. Your impressions, your thoughts are extremely important to everybody on the committee and in the town. And we hope to gain a lot of knowledge and move forward from that point with your input.
Sure. Very, very important event for our citizens. So save the date. That is Thursday, June 2nd, 6 p.m. at the Chalksett Middle School cafeteria. There is information that I know is now being generated insofar as brochures and whatnot, and you'll be able to find that on the town website as well as on our Sterling Meeting House News website.
I would just like to add that we're hoping that the event will be televised, and we have created an email account for people to, if you're not able to attend the meeting, then you can send in your messages. Somebody will be manning the computer to bring forth your questions or comments or information. That email address is edc@sterling-ma.gov. Again, that's edc@sterling-ma.gov. And we look forward to receiving your input on a regular basis, not just at this meeting. Feel free to send them before, during, after. We will look at them all and go through them. So,
Excellent. That's wonderful. Roseanne and Chantal, thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to the event. I certainly plan to attend as well. And so mark
thank
your
you.
calendars.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The Lancaster Recycling Center would like to inform residents that the vendor who recycles the electronic items, including batteries, has stopped business operations. This means that the recycling center has no way to recycle these items and will not accept them until a replacement vendor is found. The Assabet Valley Master Singers will be performing Songs of Hope and Consolation on May 14th at 8 p.m. in St. Mary's Parish in Shrewsbury. For more information or tickets, visit www.avmsingers.org. The Nashua Valley Watershed Association would like to remind everyone to check themselves and their pets daily for ticks and to remove them promptly. The Lancaster Community Center is offering fitness classes such as Insanity Live, Tai Chi, and Gentle Yoga for anyone interested. If you would like to join these classes or learn more about what the center offers, call Alex Turner at 978-733-4076. The Conan Public Library would like to announce that Ancestry.com is now available to its patrons through the library's website, www.sterlinglibrary.org. If you need information on how to become a member, call 978-422-6409 or stop by the library. I'm Rebecca Powers, and that's what's happening. If you have a local event you'd like to see on this program, contact SLCT. SLCT is looking for more volunteers to help with filming and editing. If you know someone interested, have them contact us at 978-733-1139 or email slc.tv810@gmail.com. We'd like to remind you to find us on Facebook and YouTube.